We've got a revival of Caryl Churchill's Top Girls, a play that has always kind of mystified me a little bit. What is Caryl Churchill getting at in that play?
Caryl Churchill is a feminist and a socialist and wants to change the world and change theatre, just little things like that. So it's about lots of things. It's about right and wrong. It's about the evils of Thatcherite capitalism versus true suffering. It's about all the things August Osage County is said to be about, but isn't, because Caryl Churchill happens to be, in my view, the greatest living playwright in England. And if you think of that extraordinary opening scene,
the dinner party with all of the women from history.
Yes, it's a wonderfully performed production, by the way. But it wasn't nominated, was it?
No. No.
So there you are. It hasn't been nominated. The best play revival on Broadway has not been nominated.
I don't believe in class. Anyone can do anything if they've got what it takes.
And if they haven't?
Well, if they're stupid or lazy or frightened, I'm not going to help them get a job.
But what about the criticism, though, that the Top Girls is a dated play now? I mean, you know, it was easy, not easy, but you could hate Thatcher in the 80s, but can't you say that Thatcher and Reagan changed economies and cultures in a good way? I mean, England is a successful country now as a direct result of the policies that Margaret Thatcher implemented.
Oh, it is. I must go back. Nobody told me. Well, if you see it just as a narrow political play, you would probably have a point, and you'd say, oh, well, we lived through feminism and so on, or we know that capitalism isn't all evil, but that's to reduce, really, a fantastic, intelligent mind and a great experimenter in theatre, actually, to a kind of bottom line, with all respect, that in fact, you know, people who have no hope in life are perhaps, you could argue, they're the result of a callous capitalism. And she would argue that, but she doesn't, strictly speaking, argue it in the play. You either feel for these people and are involved in these arguments that are going on, or not.
I did like Top Girls very much.
What is Caryl Churchill getting at in this play? What is this play about?
It's about what women have to give up in order to get to the top. We see all these women throughout history, and all the things they had to sacrifice along the way. And it's hard being a woman, and that's nothing really new there, but sometimes we need a little reminding. I really think it got overlooked in the Best Revival category. I was very disappointed, and disappointed that more of the actresses didn't get nominated. Thrilled that Martha Plimpton did. She gives a terrific performance.
What part does she play?
Well, she plays the Pope.
Zabalione, please.
In the first act,
Popess.
of course, the Pope. And in Acts 2 and 3, she plays a 15-year-old and is completely believable.
Elizabeth Marvel's performance in the central role in Top Girls is, to me, spectacular. And I think the production in general is terrific, and I'm rather surprised that James MacDonald, who directed it, did not get nominated for a Tony. It's a beautifully shaped, beautifully orchestrated production, and that play is not easy to do because of what it demands. It seems to be very discursive. It's full of simultaneous talk, which is marked in the script, where two people are saying quite opposite or almost things that occur at an angle to each other. It's like a piece of music. You don't get it by listening to the exact words. You get it by listening to the sense the flood of words makes from the characters' emotions. That's the fascinating thing about it.
And are we meant not to feel sympathy for Elizabeth Marvel, that she maybe has made choices in her life that have led her to an isolated, lonely, arid kind of existence?
We are meant to feel that sympathy for every character in the play. That's the thing about choices in drama. Choices are a trap. You make choice A, you get shut out of choice B. And every actress in this production knows how to dramatize that situation in herself. That's why I think it's such a great production. I don't understand people who have a problem comprehending it. I don't mind a play that does lay everything out in a linear fashion. I have a kind of affection for them. But I get uncomfortable with a play that feels it has to explain everything to you. The exciting thing about Top Girls as a play, and the exciting thing about this production, is that it challenges you instead of explaining everything to you.
Right.
And that's why it's a great joy to me.